Okay.
I am at the surface. Coming towards you. I'm going back to if I can go through on the right side like I just did.
Okay, you can do that while I'm gonna stay over here and just wait for you.
Bob Cooper.
Oh, monster! Ah!
Yeah.
You gotta download Halo Max from the Xbox.
From it?
Yeah, like on Halo Reach.
Do I put them on the game?
No, like, cause I go to file share.
Okay, put them on what?
Like, how you play them online.
You need the internet?
I have internet.
You need to use custom game?
Custom game.
Yeah.
Like the regular custom game.
Yeah, and you need friends.
That's fair. No, talk about like online with people who aren't your friends.
You can. Like, unless they don't join you, then you can't. Like, you just can't enforce them to be a part of your game.
You have to wait for them.
Yeah. They have to come by themselves.
That's not what I'm stuff.
Okay, I'm out the toilet first.
Yeah, we know you're bad at making friends.
Huh?
We know you're bad at making friends.
No, I have like 96 friends.
You're adding random people like Joshua, didn't you? That's what Joshua did. Well, mainly him and Sarah's friends were originally my friends, and they just added them because they...
I didn't prefer this one dude. He kept singing this horrible song.
Why?
I don't know.
Was it good?
No, it was horrible. You can't sing.
I think it was good.
No, you shouldn't. You should have. They stop like every 10 seconds. Stop for a second, and it went again. I try to make sucks.
Pizza. Oh my god, we gotta make 9 buckets, milk, cat. How do you get a mini pizza? Oh, that's easy. How do you get pizza dough? Yeah, that's super easy. We can make a pizza, but we just need to milk cows. Then we need cheese.
Remember our first day of Minecraft Xbox 360 version?
Yeah, I'm dying.
It takes about like 6 pieces.
Oh, that random yell about.
Come on. I just don't want to be.
Damn stick.
Yeah, I just don't want to be trying to oh, I was doing y'all just sit around like, no, we don't do this stuff. Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm already
Lord.
exploring.
Okay. Alright. Put this back.
Okay. Be right back.
You don't do no shit.
Bye bye.
I don't think you guys should care. I was thinking there.
Anatomy says he's now a proud owner of small Seattle-based
Some
coffee
people
chain.
like your Mac.
Now, Starbucks, of course, the coffee giant came in with the green mermaid logo. They say not so fast. So who is the new owner of Kelly's Coffee? Up front tonight, Dr. Machine himself, Patrick Dempsey. It is a real pleasure. I guess it took this to get you on the show, but we're so excited to have you. So, can I just start by asking you why did you want to do this? Why buy a coffee chain?
Well, Phyllis is a
one.
brand here.
I'm back.
There's such a loyal following between the workers and the customers.
I already found one.
I'm going to do my left
felt
one.
right, and they came together
Yeah.
in many ways quite easily.
Found a Minotaur mage.
It's really exciting to be a part of this.
It's
movement, really. And it was a brand that needed to be preserved. and there were 500 jobs at stake, and you know, it just felt right. And I'm really excited about this. We've had a great day today, going around to all the different stores and meeting the managers and the employees and the customers, and you find the passion behind this brand and this coffee company is really quite exciting.
It was funny, you tweeted out last night, because it caught everyone's attention. Your tweet, you met the green monster, looked her in the eye, and she blinked, you got it, thanks to Seattle. Obviously talking there about the mermaid.
Yes. Well, I think this was a company that wanted to bury this company and to put 500 people out of work. And it was a very an emotional 13 hours in the room to try to get this company to save these jobs. And it was a very long battle.
Now, let me ask you a little bit about that. Starbucks says to us that, you know, if they were to win the auction, and I know obviously it's going to be decided formally in court in a few days, but that they would allow everyone who works at Tully's to go ahead and reapply. So they said they're not going to fire everyone. They also say that their offer was $10.6 million, which they say is higher than yours at 9.2. So are you sure this is really done, that you're really going to be the new owner?
I am. I really am. I think they're not really accurate in what they're saying, but there are 10 people there making the decision, and we were the best bidder, and I think they made the right decision.
And so let me ask you about sort of again a little bit more about why you did this. So you love the brand, and you wanted to get involved there, but why Seattle? Why do this? I mean, look, I know you're into a lot of different things. You've got racing, car racing. You're a guy with a lot of different interests, but why this? Why now? And why Seattle?
Well, it presented itself to me. I thought it was a great opportunity. I love Seattle. I like this town very much. I grew up in a small town in Maine. The Pacific Northwest reminds me a lot of Maine. And I just have a strong connection here. I think a lot of it has to do with the show. And when I'm on the stage shooting Grey's Anatomy, I see images of Seattle all the time. And to be here in this studio is where we have the hospital at Seattle and Grace. So,
really?
Oddly enough, I have a strange connection here, and I feel very comfortable here. And the way this has unfolded,
I can give you flow, even though I can't hit you.
And even the connection with the customers
I gave you
and
flow,
employees
he's not
and Tully's has been very quick, but very exciting, and there's a great passion with all of it.
So are you going to be spending more time up in Seattle?
They're adorable.
I'm happy for you.
I
I'm
think
just
it's
running
very
through.
important to be involved in the management of this company and turning it around. There's a lot of work that we need to do, cleaning it up and creating stability in this company. This giving us a strong foundation. Certainly looking internationally to expand over there, but to keep what we have here and to stabilize that. There's a lot of work to do, and I like that challenge. And certainly I'm in for doing business, which I love doing.
All right, well, thank you so much. Really appreciate you taking the time, and good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
All right, out front next, Russian President Vladimir Putin about to add another major movie star to his collection. Yeah, it's just they're flocking to him. So you do this. His new phones they got are great.
They got it up too.
You can do two things at the same time. You can watch videos and text.
Or you could watch the earnings report and
think about it.
like we're supposed
So can I get it?
Either of you put together an earnings report?
Yes, please.
Yeah, the next quarter. Well, we can
I love that.
Yeah, that's good work. Two more. The new Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Related to two colors for the price of one. Exclusively at Verizon.
Oh my god, help. Help, infrared, help.
And his new boss told him
There's a million cows.
cook what you love and save
Come on, buddy.
No!
But he'll work his way up from busser to waiter to chef before opening a restaurant specializing in fish and game from the great Northwest. He'll start investing.
I barely even hit it.
He'll find some young people to help guide him.
Okay, grab the loot. Grab the loot, man.
the
Grab the
really
loot.
To his last. This isn't rocket science. It's just common sense. From TV Ameritrade. Mine was there about Vietnam in 1968.
Over the South Pacific in 1940.
Oh,
I got mine in
Under
2008.
USAA Auto Insurance is often
Under attack.
Wait for it.
don't think I should have to wait for it. What do you think I am? Quicken Loans? At Quicken Loans, we won't make you wait for it. Our efficient online building allows us to get you into a home loan process which means you'll never have to pay for a quick loan. One more way, Quicken Loans is engineered to eliminate.
Here's yours,
Remember when I took that fall, Mary? Oh, yes, that was terrible. Yes, it was. Oh, but I thought, what if you hadn't been there? I ordered my medical alert the next day. I can't describe how safe I feel now with my medical alert. You didn't know I was sharing, did you?
Medical Alert is easy to install, waterproof, and covers you inside your home and out.
It helps you know things from fires, break-ins, and of course a medical alert. And if you don't have a home phone, don't worry. We have that covered. There's always help at the push of a button. Don't wait till you need it.
Call today for your Medical Alert personal alarm system. Plus, you get this second one free when you order today. And for a limited time, get this emergency lock box free. Go to your Medical Alert. No. Call 1-800-800-0530. That's 1-800-800-0530.
Now we're... Oh, no, that was killing me.
Could ask the question only you can answer. What would you do? England 79 Here's more Cockpit Piers Morgan. The reviews of 2012 from the famous to infamous. Piers Morgan, the entertainer. CNN Tonight.
Yesterday we brought you a story about the French actor Gerard Depardieu. Now he was very frustrated with France's high tax rates and thought that they could go a whole lot higher. So Depardieu announced he's giving up his French citizenship and going to move somewhere else. And at the moment it appears Russia is the most likely destination because Vladimir Putin promised the actor Russian citizenship. But Depardieu is not the only one. Today another French star has announced she is going to do exactly the same thing. Legendary actress Brigitte Bardot has announced that she's considering moving to Russia if Putin was willing to give her citizenship. Now, unlike Depardieu, she's actually not leaving over the tax issue, though. She's leaving over animals. A French court has ordered that 2 circus elephants be euthanized due to fears that they're carrying tuberculosis and pose a risk to the public. Now, Bardot runs an animal rights foundation and wants the elephants spared, and she said, quote, if those in power are cowardly and impudent enough to kill the elephants, then I have decided I will ask for Russian nationality to get out of this country, which has become nothing more than an animal cemetery. Now, she's obviously very passionate about the issue, but perhaps like this raises an interesting question. I mean, why is everybody picking Russia? Alright, is it okay to turn your back on your country if you don't agree with something that happens, whether it be taxes or euthanizing animals or who knows what it might be? Over the past few months, we've seen a lot of high-profile Americans threaten to leave the United States. You know, there was a guy who moved to from Facebook and moved over to Singapore, and then there were some Republican voters who threatened to move to Canada when President Obama won re-election. Now, just a few questions for you, our viewers. What would it take for you to get rid of your American citizenship, to put that passport down? Because let me tell you, it's really hard to get it back once you give it up. Where would you move? As I said, let's go a little bit more creative in Canada. While we love you, Canada, let's see some other countries. Now Russia's on the list. Let us know on Twitter and Facebook. We look forward to sharing your responses. Have a great weekend. AMC starts now.
Lost.
Aaron, thanks. We begin tonight with explosive new allegations in that
Yeah, I think we're done. No, this is the way out right here.
Ohio apart.
I'm sure we explored
Two
the whole
high school
thing.
football stars are charged with raping a teenage girl during
Oh,
spring
you gonna
party
steal
earlier
these?
this summer.
Okay, I'm just
An alleged crime on
Oh,
social
yeah.
media then played a disturbing part.
Oh.
Video and tweets rocketed around the internet showing kids laughing about the alleged rape, saying things that are, frankly, just too crass to even say here. The 2 starkly different narratives are emerging. One puts heavy blame on alleged witnesses for not coming forward, and on a community that critics say tolerates bad behavior by local sports heroes. The other narrative says the charges are exaggerated, the criticism unfounded, and the bad rap on Steubenville unjustified. But now, only on 360, new allegations. Susan Caniani got the exclusive and joins us now. Susan, you spoke to the attorney.
Found a way out.
What did I tell you?
That's right. This is the attorney who represents 16-year-old Trent Mays, who is one of the two defendants in this case. And he tells me that on August 14th, this will be 3 days after the alleged attack, that the woman, the young lady that prosecutors say is the victim in this case, allegedly sent a text message to the defendant, Trent Mays. And here's what he says it said. I know you didn't rape it. We talked to him about this. He explained it. Here's what the lawyer had to say.
I would like to bring up an interesting fact that we knew about this trial is that my client received a text message the following day from the alleged victim herself, saying that she said, I know you didn't rape me. But she texted my client the next day stating, quote, I know you didn't rape me.
Do you have that text?
We did. That's something that is going to be introduced at trial.
And what did he reply?
That's something that's going to be introduced at trial, yes.
Why do you think she sent that?
Because I don't think she thinks she was raped.
He's supposed to decide.
Now the lawyer says that he has that text message. He would not show it to me, but he says it will be used and he intends to ask the alleged victim about it.
Wow, I mean, that is an explosive new piece of information. The attorney, for instance, is also made a claim about that photo, that disturbing photo has gotten so much attention. I don't know. What do you say about that?
That's right. This is a photograph that by now we have all seen. In this photograph, the lawyer identifies his client as being photographed standing, the person standing on the right, and the other defendant, he said, is standing on the left. That's identified as Malin Richmond. He says that this photograph, now he used the term stage, however, he says about that photograph that in fact in it, the girl is not unconscious and that he has a witness, a potential witness, who will testify at trial to that effect, say that this young lady was not unconscious. I said, well, what do you mean by using the term stage? He says that what I mean is that if she wasn't unconscious, in other words, she was conscious when that photograph was taken, that would mean that even though at some point during the evening she might have been unconscious, that if she was able to make decisions or offer consent at some time during the night, even though she might have been intoxicated, and he adds that his client and the young lady were dating at the time, and if they had sexual relations, and he's not acknowledging that, then nothing would have been illegal. So Sanjay, this is something that's also very interesting. Remember, his client denies that a rape occurred. Sanjay?
That's Susan, two very important pieces of information. A great reporting. Thank you so much. In a moment, we're going to talk to the attorney for the alleged victim. First, we're going to talk to Walter Madison, who represents the other defendant, Malik Richmond. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Madison. I think you probably were just listening to my colleague, Susan Candiotti there, talking about the fact that the accused Trent Mays claims that the alleged victim sent a text message to him the day after the alleged rape saying, quote, I know you didn't rape me. Are you aware, first of all, were you aware of this text message?
All parties have that information. Unfortunately, fortunately, because we respect the integrity of the process, we were silent about that, and we were going to allow that to play itself out in a court of law. Unfortunately, the situation has unraveled in a way that it has, and has created an atmosphere that we feel is unfair. My business is Malik Richmond, and his trial proceedings are being threatened. Quite frankly, they've been hijacked, and the court of public opinion has formed, and their fire has been aroused now because typically we are all raised to protect elderly, women, and children. And in this instance, you have an allegation coupled with a video that has zero evidentiary value, a photo that's out of context, and the allegation of a woman or a young child, female child, and a rape violation. People are outraged and they're inflamed. I understand that. And these are very serious matters that we need to go through them in a court of law where the proceedings are protected and there is some fairness
to the process and integrity.
I have 2 of them
I
too.
did too. I got 2 of them.
Against
Is that enough to make something?
I think it's wonderful in all that it does for us today. But
Yeah, we
there is
might
an
get
ugly
uncrafted
underbelly
today.
that goes along with it, and we're witnessing it now. And these efforts by individuals who have no accountability, who aren't responsible for what they say, whether it's true or not,
Buddy,
taking our system and this city under
keep
siege.
it to me.
And when that happens, it threatens the very core of
What's
our
up?
system, which is the greatest
What
in the
is
country,
that?
greatest in the world. Those efforts are terrible.
Okay, well my inventory's full of stuff, so can we go back to the base and put stuff away?
You're saying that all parties actually acknowledge
Okay.
this text and
You
everything.
go back.
Okay, don't explore without me.
Well,
Don't
it's
explore without me.
TP back to me.
I mean, if that's true, why?
How am I gonna
why
do
are we
this?
hearing about it now then? If you're trying to protect the process, so to speak,
I
of
don't know
why
what
you
you
said
got.
that at all?
How am I gonna do this?
Fuck me with a pick.
Okay, can you do me a favor?
No, I want these things because they're beautiful.
Can you use
And one of
Akeda
the first things
Explore?
I did on behalf of Malik Richmond was ask the court pursuant to Ohio law to suppress
You want to stop
all
the server real quick and install the
information
backpack mod and
Hey.
put some here?
the accuser in this case, and the accused. And had that been done, the sacred nature of these proceedings would have been intact. Well, I was rejected in that regard, so here we are, we're dealing with it.
You just add a count real quick.
And
then I'll TP to it, and then, I'll put the point, and then TP back here.
United States of America.